Hi, my name is Lisa Kessler, and I'm happy to be here on behalf of Cheers for Charity. I'm also an owner of Kessler Insurance in Newmarket, New Hampshire, and I am here with my co-founder, Joanne Burchuck.
Hi, my name is Joanne Burchuck, and I'm with Lighthouse Physical Therapy, and I have the pleasure of introducing Mike from Beyond the Rainbow, and we're looking forward to hearing all about your organization.
Great. Thanks, Joanne and Lisa. Thank you for having us today. My name is Mike Wilson. I'm an advancement officer at Exeter Health Resources here in Exeter, New Hampshire, and talking to you today about our Beyond the Rainbow Fund, which benefits our cancer patients here at our Center for Cancer Care at Exeter. Kites Against Cancer is a theme we've had for, I think this was the 12th or 13th year. And if you can see the kite behind me, and the reason we're all kind of doing this virtually today, thank you so much, is obviously with the COVID situation that we're all going through. So I really want to thank Joanne, thank Lisa for setting this up. We've had to switch up approximately almost 20 what would have been really nice fun events outside with large groups of people to a more virtual world. So really appreciate the opportunity here. And I'm trying to fly kites indoors. It hasn't gone as well as I expected. I need higher ceilings, but we're working on that. But anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about the Beyond the Rainbow Fund and the work we do. We have with us today Carrie Shaw. Carrie worked at Exeter Hospital for many years, and Carrie's sister, Anne-Marie Viviano, actually helped found the fund for us. So Carrie Shaw.
Great. Thank you, Mike, and thank you for having us here today. I thought it would be helpful just to give a little bit of the background information about the fund and then talk a little bit more about what the fund specifically does for some of the patients at the hospital. But my sister founded the fund back in 2004. She was an Exeter Hospital cancer patient and also lived locally with her family in Hampton, New Hampshire. And at the time that the fund was founded, my sister had been battling stage 3 cancer. She was diagnosed at a very young age of 30 and had been battling it since 1995. But she had been attending, in addition to all of her treatment at the hospital, she had been attending support groups and had the opportunity to meet a lot of patients over there and realized that how fortunate she was for all of her treatment and all of the support she received at the hospital, but also wanted to do something that would directly impact other patients at the hospital. She knew there were lots of great national organizations that were helping out breast cancer patients, specifically in the research area, but she wanted to do something that really impacted them on their day-to-day living and making things, maybe taking some of the stressors off of their life while they could focus more on battling cancer. So she and a group of friends started the fund, and really the focus behind it was, as I said earlier, to take some of those outside stressors off. She was a strong believer of the power of the mind over the body. So she wanted to take some of those things away so people could just focus on their healing and spend time with their family. So the fund was started to help provide financial assistance to those who may be in need. So over the years, the fund has helped has helped patients with providing groceries, providing support with rent, with mortgage, with financial bills that may not be covered by insurance, dental bills, really anything that may become unmanageable for people while they are facing cancer. The fund also expanded through the years, where it also provided additional wellness and integrative therapies such as massage for some of the patients. And the focus really is to help patients get a better quality of life, and so they're not worrying about some of those outside things like paying bills, so forth. Eileen, if you'd like to speak a little bit about even more about direct impact on the Cancer Center.
I would be happy to. Thank you, and thank you for having me. Yes, so I have been here at the Cancer Center for about almost 3 years and have been delighted to look and understand how the Beyond the Rainbow Fund helps our patients directly. Last year, we were able to help about 600 patients through the fund with a variety of programming. About 10 to 15% of the Beyond the Rainbow funds are used to help patients with transportation to and from appointments. And about 30%, 20 to 30% of the funds are used to help patients with housing. So when patients are going through cancer treatment, often they cannot work and they need assistance with paying mortgages, rents, things like that, utilities. And so we're able to use the Beyond the Rainbow funds to help patients with those basic needs to just relieve some stress. We also are able to use probably 20 to 30% of the funds to help patients with symptom relief. Sometimes patients experience pain or neuropathy, which is numbness in their extremities. And so we're able to offer massage therapy, acupuncture, Reiki therapy, and other therapies, and use Beyond the Rainbow funds for patients to get those services. We're able to help patients with food and other expenses by providing gift cards to local stores, including Walmart, Market Basket, etc. And so to have these funds available to help our patients who need it so they can really focus on recovery and reduce some stress is a significant benefit to the patients. We do use some of the funds also to support patient education, and this would be broad patient education that benefits large groups of patients so that they can understand a little bit more about their cancer treatment, about long-term side effects that are applicable as a result of chemotherapy or radiation therapy, etc. So having these funds available provides significant relief to our patients, and they're all very, very grateful that there is such a fund available to help them during a stressful time.
That's
and
fantastic.
are there any other?
I had a question regarding the patients and who actually qualifies to be able to be a recipient of these funds.
There is an application process, and so we do. Our social workers are the ones who talk to our patients and get to know them a little bit and understand the dynamic that would create a need. So let me back up a little bit. As our patients go through treatment, they get to know their treatment team very well. The nurses, the radiation therapists, the physicians and nurse practitioners, and anyone on the care team can tap our social worker and say, you know, I have a patient who I think could benefit some from you and also from some Beyond the Rainbow Fund support. So our social worker will get in touch with the patient and talk with them and understand what some of those stressors are. And depending on the level of need, the patient can just be provided a gift card right on the spot. And we do have a dollar threshold, so if the support needed is over $500, for example, then we would just ask the patient to fill out some information on a form. We do not ask for specific tax information or anything, but really to help the patient explain the financial need. And then we have a committee that reviews the request so that there's kind of a multidisciplinary view on it. And we support the request as explained by the social worker.
That's fantastic. Such a great program. And I do have a question about terms of how are you traditionally and how have you been raising funds in the recent past, and how are you to raise funds? Because I know with COVID, a lot of plans have changed.
Yeah, that's a great question. So last fall in October, I think the race is now 8 or 9 years old. We have a cancer walk and the trick or treat trot 5K road race, kind of all combined in one day. And that's probably our single largest fundraiser event for the Beyond the Rainbow Fund, but also in the spring season where we are now, our Kites Against Cancer push, thanks to the really great support of many sponsors, as well as in the past, events that were ticketed events. So for example, a Caring Hands celebration was a great get together of 100 or so people, paying a ticket price and coming for some nice food and wine and some Caring Hands tributes, silent auctions, that kind of thing. This year in our virtual world, Kites Against Cancer, we do have some great sponsors who are behind us, but the ticketed event piece is going to be a miss. So what we're trying to do is have a virtual kite experience. So the flying of the kite has been very symbolic for us ever since we started this. We can't be at Hampton Beach this year, but we are going to encourage people through our website and our Facebook page that's dedicated to Kites Against Cancer and Beyond the Rainbow, for people to take pictures of themselves, their friends, their families, flying kites, take some video, and send them to us with your stories of why this is meaningful to you. What has your cancer journey been like, and how would you like to help us support those who have this need? So I'm just going to hold this up for a second. I don't know if you can see this too well, but unitedinwellness.org is our website. That might not be coming through too well, but sorry. But
I'll put it on the post.
Kind of like flying kites indoors. It's one of those things. But anyway, we have a great network of volunteers through the Exeter Chamber and some of our sponsors. If you go on our website, you can actually buy a kite for either yourself, or if you want to donate one to someone else who you know could use one, we will deliver those kites actually all around the seacoast. So for example, we just delivered about 150 kites to the Plastow and the Exeter YMCA, so the kids could have something to decorate and something to fly as an activity during COVID, and share that with their families if cancer was an impact in their lives. So it's been kind of a nice community bonding experience through these difficult COVID times. But you know, our real message is you know, our cancer patients' needs aren't going away due to COVID. So we're trying to get creative and figure out ways we can still support Beyond the Rainbow as much as possible this spring, virtually, safely, and still make a great impact for our cancer patients. So, thank you.
So, so I think that's a fantastic overview of some of the great work that you guys are doing over there. So people can go to the website, and is that the best way for them to get additional information on either, you know, whether they can volunteer, they can buy kites, they can donate, or if they have a loved one or they themselves could take advantage or use these services? Is the website the first place for them to go? Or are there other ways for them to engage?
Yeah, the unitedinwellness.org would be the best place to start. There is also Kites Against Cancer Facebook page, which someone could leave messages on that as well. That'd probably be the two best ways to see what we have going on and to get in touch with us. Yeah. And on that website, you'll see, you know, phone numbers, you'll have email addresses, and further contact information is right there.
That's fantastic. Well, I think this has been an awesome opportunity to get a good overview of all the great work that you're doing to help people who are really in a challenging situation, and probably more needed now than ever. You know, especially with some of the unemployment issues going on, and people, you know, with compromised immune systems and things, it's going to be tougher than ever to earn a living and shop and do all these kinds of things. So having resources is so valuable. So thank you for all the work that you do to help people in our community. It's so appreciated. And we're really grateful too for you guys taking the time today to communicate with us and give us a better and clearer picture of all the great work you're doing. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Great. Well, we look forward to
you so
hopefully
much.
seeing you all in person soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.